Commissioner Chairman, I think we're ready to go.
All right, let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. John Marshall, you want to lead it?
Sure. We stand up.
Yeah, we did last time.
I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
One
one
nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with
with
liberty
liberty
and
and justice for all.
Oh, that's brutal. All right.
This morning we sang happy birthday to one of on our morning Zoom call at work, and with the audio, like not
Oh,
Yeah.
coordinated, it was
yeah.
very odd.
All right, we need a roll call, Diane.
All right. John Marshall,
here.
Judy Miller,
Here,
Judy Van Bogart.
Here. All right, did we get any public comment, Chief, or?
No.
And nope.
I checked
Okay.
with John and he said no, there was none.
Done. All right.
All right, then we need to approval of the previous minutes. I don't know if John and Judith had time to look over them.
I have, and I motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Okay. Let's see, Attorney, do you have anything for us?
No report.
Right, Police Department.
Okay. Our purpose for today's meeting is to hopefully do a final job offer for our candidate, Mr. Derek Bryja. I did send out the reports to the 3 commissioners that were received, so you did have an opportunity to view them. Those being the medical, the drug panel screen, and also the psychological report, so that you could review those and have any questions. Did not appear that there's any question in regards to any one of the 3 from what was reported back to us, but obviously I just wanted to make sure that you had that and had the opportunity to review those as part of the process.
Appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so if there are no questions, then I would look to have the commission complete a final job offer. We've already issued the conditional job offer. I do have a final job offer letter prepared in the standard format with the addition of the updated salary, which went into effect May 1st. And I have listed an estimated hire date of June 1. We're still kind of in flux with the academies and the state and the training board as far as what's going to happen. As a matter of fact, just as we were getting ready to convene the meeting, I did get a return call from the Police Training Institute. So I have to return a call back to them, hopefully for clarification on some information that came out yesterday. But we're hoping that we'll be sending this officer to the academy starting in June, but we're just not sure of the exact date yet, if that's still a firm date or not. So that's where we sit at right now.
Okay. So if there's no questions, we
Well, can I ask a question about can we do it in open session? About the report from the psychologist?
I think as long as you kind of keep it generic, we can't get into any real specifics or any negative thing, Bill, unless you have anything else you wanted to comment on that. What type of a question are you looking at?
Well, in the last sentence, it says that he recommends him for a part-time police officer. Does he mean full-time?
He is full-time. There was you should have gotten another page that had a correction on that because I brought that out to him. There should have been, I think it was a PDF format that had to change to full-time listed for that final page.
Okay.
So good catch though. You
Yeah,
actually read the whole thing. That's good. Because I had to ask him the same thing, and so that was his error.
Okay.
So John, based upon that, do you have any reason or need to go into a separate executive session to discuss this?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Judith, anything? Judith, do you have any? You're good?
I have nothing else.
Okay.
I read through it. I have no comments, concerns,
Mhm.
and I'm ready to vote.
Okay, well, you want to start us?
All right, I motion that we approve the hiring of
The final job offer
Your
the
final job offer
Okay.
for Derek.
for
Derek, is it Byra?
Ryja.
Bryja. Okay.
Yes.
Couldn't get that last name in my head. Is that a good enough motion?
That's fine.
Probably sketchy there.
That's fine.
Okay.
John,
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor? Do we need a roll call now,
Roll
Diane?
call. Do a roll call.
Yeah. Oh, she has her mic off.
John Marshall,
Yes.
Judy Miller,
Yes.
Judy Van Bogart.
Yes.
Is this a unanimous or is it just a majority? In these situations, like on the vote, is it a majority vote or is it, does it have to be a unanimous vote?
As far as required
Yeah.
in order to hire him? I don't know. What's the rule on that?
Chief? I don't know what.
Majority.
Majority.
Majority?
Majority.
Yeah.
Just curious.
Yeah.
So
All right. You're set there then? You just need me to sign the
I am
paper?
set with that. I do have a letter prepared and actually based on information that was given to me from the Fire and Police Commission attorney, I have also added Judith Miller because she's the last one I have as the secretary because he said these final offers should be by the chairman and secretary, both signature on it.
Oh, interesting.
So
Okay.
we now have the need for 2 signatures I'll have to gather.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to stop by in the next day or so to do that, or I can bring them by the house to sign or have somebody bring it by to get it signed so that we can get this completed officially.
I'll
Yeah.
find-
Probably faster if you have somebody come by here because you've got people out and about.
Okay,
And I'm at home, I'm working from home, so I'm kind
Okay.
of sort of quarantined here, but I can get out to the department too, but it's
I mean,
probably
either way,
better-
I'm more than happy to run this by if you're both home today. I honestly I don't think either one of yours home addresses. So if you want to text it to me, because
Okay.
this is going to be published. So just
Oh.
text me the home addresses. So I don't have to go digging through personnel files back on the Village Hall side to find your other stuff. And that'll just be quicker and I'll run it by here this afternoon and get it signed.
Okay, yeah, because I'm home all day.
Okay, awesome.
Actually, Chief, I'll come by in a little bit because I want to pay my water bill down there anyway.
Oh,
So
okay,
I thought I'd
awesome.
just do
I'll
2
wait for
things
you to
at
come
once.
by then.
Yeah. Shortly
right.
after the meeting, I'll do that.
Okay,
All right. And as I kind of alluded to, in the meantime, I'll keep the commission updated as I get more information. As of right now, we're operating on a June 1st swearing in date for this new officer, a June 14th reporting date for him down at the Police Training Institute, which is located at the University of Illinois. And they are anticipating a June 15th start date, the Monday, the 15th for the academy. Many things are in flux due to the governor's executive order and the COVID-19 situation. So as I said, as I get any updated information, I'll pass that along to the commission just so that you're kept aware and apprised. And then, if you want to be there, whenever we do the swearing in, you'll be aware of when that is if you're available and wanted to come. So as I get updated information, I'll pass it along.
and this will happen at the Village Hall in person, the swearing in?
That is the anticipation at this point. It looks like probably in June, we'll go back to open board meetings is what we're anticipating at this time. So we're going to do a combined hybrid one for our board meeting Monday. Some members will be here at Village Hall. Some will be logged in via Zoom. And we'll kind of wait and see how things proceed for June 1st. But anticipation is it will probably be at least a mostly in-person board meeting then. So we'll see.
Is it viable to have a swearing in via Zoom, attorney? I don't know that there's any bar to that.
I don't see any problem with, giving the oath and getting the right response. I don't think there's a problem doing it
Okay.
remotely if necessary.
Good. All right.
Okay. That's all I have at this point in time. So I'll keep you posted as we continue to move forward and see where we go from here.
Chief, is there any update from the state as far as our eligibility list that we're supposed to do something with by, what, June 28th?
There has been no official guidance that's come out of the Training and Standards Board as far as any exceptions to the current governor's executive order. I will say that here in Elburn, we are not enforcing the governor's executive order. However, looking at what we would get as far as people willing to come in and a response, our current list does expire June 28th. So we do need to get in the process of a new eligibility list being started, because if we don't have one, we can't hire anybody if for some reason somebody leaves or we have an immediate opening come up or anything happens.
Right.
So we definitely want to get that done. I am inclined to say that, in June, we should be really making a decision on how the commission wants to proceed as far as vendors. If you want to continue to use the one we did or have the other one come in or log into a Zoom meeting if we have to do another Zoom meeting and make a presentation. That would be Standard, the company that we used for the promotional exam, as an option. As we talked about before, they do have an option where they can do a lot of the administrative side of it that they offer, that the other company, at least as of the last time we tested, did not, where they would handle a lot of that and collect the fees up front, and then they take that off of the overall payment that the village owes. So I think that's a really nice option as far as on our part. It lessens the burden on what we have to do as far as collecting applications and keeping all that. And then they turn that all over to the commission as part of the testing process. But I think it's something that you'll have to all look at and make that decision on how you want to proceed. And we should definitely be looking at that in June. I have talked with some other chiefs that are in the same situation. Most that I've talked to right now are kind of holding back on starting their lists, although a few departments around us have went ahead and started, and they're going to make the availability, I guess you'd say, of multiple different sites where, as of right now, they're kind of planning on if everybody can't be together in one site, they've got a contingency plan where if they have 200 people show up, they'll have 10 or 20 people at one site, social distanced, and they'll have monitors at each different location to administer that first part of the testing process. So we'll just have to kind of look at that as possibly something we may need to plan for, depending on how the futures of the executive orders go, or what we think our candidates may be comfortable with coming in, because we certainly want to get the best candidate pool we can during this situation.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for the update.
Okay.
Okay. Any communications? Anybody have anything? I'd say old business was kind of the eligibility list, so we got to be thinking about that. And then any new business?
Chief, sorry,
Yeah.
I don't mean to drag this meeting out, but you did bring up that Elburn is not enforcing the governor's order. What does that look like? What's that in practicality?
We will not cite anybody for a violation of any of the provisions of it. If a business were to choose to open, we're not going to cite them. There's a lot of legal opinion that, there's a contemplation on the exact, I guess, authority, or the superseding the authority that's granted by statute. So we're just not enforcing it. there's a lot of opinions that have come out. Sheriff Hain put one out early today. Sheriff Baird from down in Kendall County put one out yesterday. I know the village president Walters today sent a letter to the governor, kind of making his point of pulling Elburn and or Kane County or different communities out of the lump sum Chicago metro area for the reopening process. As part of his letter, he put in there that we were not enforcing the executive order. That's a decision we had made here a couple of weeks ago. We just hadn't been real public about it. We've just been taking it on a case-by-case basis. But after that letter got posted today, I think that before the meeting started, I looked and we had like 3,000 shares on the Facebook page from that letter going out. So I did post another kind of a clarification on we're not citing people, but we're certainly assisting our businesses as we always would with any provisions they put in place. Obviously, places like, Walgreens and Jewel and everything, they have a sign up that says if you're going to come into our store, you need to wear a mask. So if you want to shop in their store, you need to wear a mask. If you choose not to, ultimately, I mean, they could come down to like a trespassing violation. But we just put out that reminder that, people do need to comply with that and to, honor other people that may choose to continue to abide by the executive order. It's a free country. It's one of the great things about living here in America, and we'll support that. So we are just not enforcing that. They're, the constitutional civil rights liability, if federal lawsuits were filed as a matter of this, we really don't have any protection on. So that's a significant concern for all of us, both individually and as, the village government. So.
Sure. Okay. Thank you. That clarifies. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'll make a motion. We adjourn then.
I'll second that.
All in favor, John? Take your mic off.
Nay.
You want to stay?
No, I go, yeah, I'll say yes.
Majority rules.
Yeah. Majority rule.
All
Judy
right.
win.
All right.
Well, thanks, everybody.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Good to
Take
see
care.
you all. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Healthy.